Testing, testing. Okay, that's there. Oh, am I live? Oh, sweet. Okay.
Can you be heard?
Yeah, I'm definitely on. Hold on, this is new. I'm doing this a different way. Let's see. I'm going to make sure my computer volume is down. If you're joining me already, then like I am figuring this out. We're gonna see how this goes. Let me see if I can get my chat open. Okay. Okay, I think I might actually be here. If you're here, I'm trying something totally new. So I've set up a different sort of camera system, and it's pointing a little bit differently. So I'm going to see if I can get this to focus. Let's see. This is a way that I used to stream previously before I started recording videos on YouTube. So I'm literally just learning as I go. So let's see if I can get in and see my own stream here. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, I think it might be working, but it looks like it also might be frozen. So, Hi, Inner Labyrinth. Hi, Sherry Bug. Like on my end, my screen looks frozen. So I'm going to give it a second. Oh, I see a hand. It's like really slow. Oh, there we go. There's just
They can hear you.
There's just like a big delay. I can tell that my sound's coming through, so I'm good. Yeah. Okay, I think it might be catching up. There's just a delay, and that's a little weird. So I'm going to pop out the chat so that doesn't totally distract me. So, hi everybody. I am planning to unbox a couple of new decks that I literally just picked up, so you can see them on the screen now. So I just literally got back from my local metaphysical store and picked up. My wife is literally whispering to me. You could probably hear her. She's reminding me of the name of the store, which is Reflections. It's just local here to my area in Coquitlam, BC. Anyways, I thought I'd try this whole top-down view thing and maybe let you guys see my first reactions to these decks, neither of which I've actually had a chance to play with before. Hi, Lynette. So I don't actually have right now a moderator on my channel, so if anybody wants to have a little wrenchy and look for anybody that's not supposed to be here, I am happy to turn somebody into a wrench. But anyways, we're going to get started here in just a second. I'm being super awkward because, again, totally new to this particular format. I have to kind of use a different program in order to set this up properly, because when I try to do it right through YouTube, it literally reverses the text, and that's one of my personal things. I don't like it. I want you to be able to read the text, so I'm using a different tool. It is one I've used before. Oh, thank you, 78 Cards Tell a Story. Can you remind me your first name? I'm the worst if you share that sort of thing. But I'm going to make you a moderator right now. Thank you, thank you. Yay, I think it worked. Let me know if you have a little wrenchy. Oh, good. So Whispers of Lord Ganesha is like legitimately Simon at Hermit's Cave fault, because I was watching his channel this morning. I'd seen this deck in the store before and like kind of oohed and awed over it, but Simon showed it. Thank you, Deb. Simon showed it just very briefly this morning on his live chat, and I was like, ooh, I forgot I loved that one. So when I spotted it in the shop today, I literally snatched it up like really fast. And I was already in checkout actually with Hidden Realms, and Peggy was kind of trying to drag me out of the store because I was wandering aimlessly staring at all the pretties. And then I was like, oh wait, shoot, I remembered they had Whispers of Lord Ganesha here. So I am excited to open both of these with you guys. I don't know how long this is going to go. I'm just going to kind of play around and open these and flip through them with you like right here to see my first reactions, I guess. So I just thought that'd be fun. Plus, it's a way to sort of test this particular view because I've never done this before. So I've totally started the plastic so that I wasn't fighting with it on camera. Do you have both of these, Lynette? Just curious. Oh, that plastic is probably really loud. Oh well. I'm literally reaching around my tripod right now. Is that what everybody normally does? Like, I feel like somebody told me they did that. I think it was maybe, I think it might have even been Tom Benjamin mentioning something about reaching around his tripod and not having like T-Rex arms. My arms feel surprisingly short right now. Oh, that's nice. There's a little paper. I really like the boxes in these Blue Angel. Maybe I'll put that like somewhere. Maybe. It'll just sit there. Okay. If my volume is either too loud or too quiet, let me know. I can adjust it manually. I'm right next to the camera, so I'm worried I'm shouting at you all. Oh, really, Deb? That's awesome. The Ganesha one is the one you're talking about? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for asking, Sherry Bug. I totally meant to comment on this. So this cloth, this is a really special altar cloth that my wife Peggy made. This is actually a prototype. So what she's done is quilted it to be the 4 elements. So she's got earth in the north, like with the greens, and then red for fires in the south, or for fire in the south, and then water in the west, or blues, and then air, yellow in the east. So this is her prototype. It's actually really neat. I've got stones on it, but the back side is all this same black gold, so it's totally reversible. And she's hoping to make more of these for her shop right now, where she has all of the tarot cloths and bags and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. She did a really cool thing here. And when she was describing like she was going to do all these different fabrics, I was like, are those going to really look that, like this one has all cards on it here? But once it comes together, it looks so neat. And she ended up making like the tiniest mistake on here, and I got to keep it because she doesn't want to sell it if it has even the littlest mistake. Oh, you're a quilter too? Yeah, definitely. Such a fun thing, right? We were just kind of brainstorming new things she could put up there, and this came up. Hi, Wobby Sobby. Who else has come in? I can't see everybody, but I think I see most people. So yeah, as I mentioned before, if my volume is off, definitely tell me and I can like turn it down. I'm like right at the camera, so I don't want to yell. Yes, Sherry Bug, I'm super lucky. She makes all of my tarot bags and all my cloths. And in fact, that actually reminds me, just a little bit of babble, I am sitting at something like 195 subscribers today. And I thought it might be really fun to do a giveaway at 200. Just because, like, hi, like it's been like a week and I got almost 200 of you here. So, oh, you own both of them? That's awesome. So anyways, I'm getting distracted from my deck thing, but I do want to do a giveaway. And what I thought I might do is like a custom cloth, like maybe vote on fabrics, and maybe a custom reading cloth and tarot bag set that Peggy makes, because I like giving away her stuff in giveaways. It's pretty fun. I've done that on Instagram a couple times and it's pretty exciting. So I'm so excited. Why do these feel, it's probably just the plastic, but they feel like they're not all the same. It's probably the plastic. I should take that off. Okay. Hello, Bella. Okay, these are like really stuck together and it's making me super nervous. So let's just see. I'll move the box out of the way. Okay, this is really fun because these are like my favorite videos to watch and I'm making one and it feels really exciting. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's weird because I've been in everybody else's live chats this morning for me, I suppose. And now y'all are talking to each other. It's very distracting. Okay, so, but it's good. Keep chatting. So these are kind of stuck, so I'm going to try to be really careful. Oh, I saw a tip on somebody else's video. They said if they're stuck like this, to kind of bend them back and forth a little so that they unstick without peeling. I can't remember where I saw that, but I'm going to try that here because they do definitely feel like they're sticking. There's some here that feel really stuck, and if they're stuck enough, they might tear when I separate them. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, Deb, if you end up needing to go, just let me, like, I don't want you to feel obligated if this ends up running long. I know you agreed to moderate, but I don't want you feeling trapped. So just, if you need to go, no biggie. I'll sort it out. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. And the first card here is beginnings. You might see the reflection of my camera there, or me behind it. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at the colors on that. I'm like completely hypnotized. Oh, good. Okay, you're sticking around. That's awesome. The backs of these are so peaceful to me to look at. Sorry, I need to talk about this really quick. These are so peaceful. Look at the lotuses. And I love lotuses. Like, hello. I love lotuses. They're very symbolic and lovely. Yay. Hi, Bella. Okay. So I'll put that there. So beginnings. So one thing that I really like in my Oracle decks, and that's what I'm excited to find out about this one, is I like when I don't need to refer to the guidebook, when I can use it intuitively. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Surrender. Oh. Literally, this deck is relaxing me just to look at it. This is so pretty. I just don't even know what to say. I think there's 2 cards. Yep. Okay, I gotta be careful. Ah! Delight. Oh my gosh, look, can you see the like silly happy smile on this Ganesha's face? I can't believe I waited so long to get this deck. This is so pretty. I know I'm like on the 3rd card and I'm already like in love. Oh, look at that peacock feather reflection. It looks like this is like a female Ganesha figure. It looks like she's scrying or like meditating on that feather. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to see what the guidebook says about this one. So the guidebook isn't super thick. It's about what I expect for a Oracle guidebook with about a page per card. So let's just see what it says about reflection. That one just really, I wonder if she is really meditating on the feather. Oh, that's the light. Okay. Honor the wisdom within yourself. Ganesha is here to help you find the truth of who you are, the light of your own soul, and be willing to let it shine. You've reached the point in your life's journey where self-judgment and criticism no longer serve you. Oh, hello. This is like my card. It is imperative that you understand and appreciate the distinctive persona that you bring into all situations. Each of us has our own unique path. Through self-awareness and observation, you can see that everyone is working toward the same objective on their individual path, which ultimately leads to the same higher purpose. You've made great progress on your spiritual path. It's now time to release the need to take responsibility for events and lives that are beyond your control. Oh my God, this is like killing me right now. Recognize the beauty of each of our paths and bless the journey of others. Appreciate silence. And sorry, that's like legitimately something I'm working on right now. Appreciate silence and allow your inner light to shine out towards others as a means of communication. Through reflection and visualization, get in touch with the wise person within you. Oh my gosh, that one almost made me cry. Like, what? Oh, you love the feel of the sticky, Lynette? I kind of like that when the deck is like fresh and new, as long as it doesn't like hurt the other cards. That was a really good one to just look up for my first one. Oh my gosh. Energetic movement. Look at this one dancing. I love this. Is this another? I wonder how many cards there are in here. Does it say on the box? 50. Okay. I'll try not to spend so long on each card or we're going to be here forever and ever. Okay, fulfillment. This person, or this figure, Ganesha, this elephanty dude, or woman, she's got hair, long hair in a bun. This one is writing, like journaling. Sustenance. What nourishes you? This would be an amazing deck. I like to use Oracle decks for one of the readings I like to give, which is about your spiritual growth. And this one would be really good for that. Promise of the future. Yeah. The book sounds amazing. Another for the list. Yes, add it to the list. I'm being enabled, so I'm happy to enable all of you. Concentration. Look at the little mouse. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was teaching my yoga class last night, and a little mouse came in from the rain and started running over like towards my mat, and I had a little like startle. It was like, where are you coming from? It really threw me off my game a little bit, and everybody was in this like meditative pose, and I was like, okay, if anybody sees this mouse right now, there's going to be mayhem, so I had to be cool, which, if you know me at all, is not an easy task. Generosity, that one's really pretty. So that was entertaining last night. Embrace. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I didn't even like absorb that one, but look at the cuddle. Look at the cuddle that's happening. Oh my God. This deck already like knows me. Childlike expression. Mouse yoga energy. Yeah, exactly. I know there's a delay in chat, but oh, look at this eye. Sorry if you can see it without all the glare of my tripod, but see if I can angle it a little. Look at that. That is stunning. Oh my God. I'm so happy I picked this up. And I was really not, this was very impulsive today. There's this local shop near us I really like supporting local business when I can. That's Peggy in the background there coughing. She's camped out on the couch not too far away. Drive. This is a little bit like, oh, there's a lot of mice showing up. Oh, that makes sense. Elephant and mice. I'm sure I should know more about that, but that's got some chariot-y kind of energy to me, I think was what I was about to say. If any one of you is noticing the numbers on these and you notice I skip one, let me know, because I think I'm catching them when they're stuck, but I might miss some. You're going to laughter yoga? Oh, I've heard about that. That does sound fun. Really good stress reliever. Bella says hi, dear. She's waving. I'll probably show you guys her sewing area at some point because I think what I might do actually with new decks is, or at least a couple new decks maybe, is have you guys help me pick out the right fabric for my bag to go with it. It was Peggy's idea. I was like, hey, let the internet choose. I like it.
It'll be quicker.
She says it'll be quicker. I don't know that that's true, but we'll still play with it. Clear your energy. I love this. It's like shaking. I don't know if you can see, but the ground at his feet is like breaking apart, and it's literally like he's thundering around, like just breaking up all the stagnant crap that he needs to get rid of. I love this. Oh, you like the idea, Sherry Bug? Okay, cool. I'll definitely do it then. It only takes one, really, for me to go, yeah, let's do it. Sometimes none, because I'm crazy like that. Inner knowing. Oh, I love these. You guys, these are really pretty. Like, and the camera doesn't even do them justice, but there's this really soft, like you're literally in this peaceful garden with, oh, that's the one from the cover image. I just noticed. That's the cover image of the box. Openness. Yeah, I can tell you right away that I would have no problem reading these intuitively, either in conjunction with tarot or by themselves. There's a lot of spaciousness to the keywords. They're not overly limiting. Sometimes when I open up, that is the Hermit card. Yeah, that is very much a Hermit card. I was just responding to Deb's comment there. Yeah, there's this, what I find sometimes with Oracle decks is if the keywords, if they're very specific, then I want them to have a little write-up underneath to give me something to think about. If they're not going to have a write-up, then I don't want them to be too limiting. I want to be able to use my intuition. Spiritual practice. Yeah, this deck will probably be my go-to for spiritual growth readings. I disabled all the readings in my shop actually just the other day because I realized that now that I've gotten over my fear of the camera with my tarot, that I probably want to switch, not probably, I've decided I want to switch to video readings instead of doing written ones, because the written ones takes a long time and they don't let me really fly with my intuition quite the same way. Protection. This feels so magical. It's literally like this figure is whipping up a ball of protective energy and it's being cast around. Like, this is really cool. This one is really a pleasant surprise because I knew the art was beautiful, and I know that I really love, obviously being a yoga teacher, I really love Eastern mythologies, and I really love Lord Ganesha as a figure, as a spiritual figure. I don't know the right word for that, but definite determination. Look at how focused this card feels. And he's clearly like illuminating his root chakra here. Oh, that's so neat. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, I'm going to freak out right now. These are all chakras. Okay, hold on. Check this out. By the way, Peggy wants to make one of these cloths in chakras too. Look at that. Okay, so that's root chakra. Harmony for the sacral. And look at the little moon. What is the symbol here? Sorry, I just have to keep looking. Okay, that's like the earth elemental symbol kind of maybe in the center. I'm just thinking. This one's got like a moon with a flower. It's really, there's so much detail here. So harmony for the sacral, which makes sense. That's sort of the emotional center. Empowerment is the perfect keyword for the solar plexus. I am freaking out. Hashtag Team Peggy. I'm going to have to bring her on camera one of these days. You guys are amazing. I like when readers post the clue readings. Anonymous, of course. It helps develop. My reading style, I've only read for a couple of years. Sherry Buck, what do you mean by the clue readings? What do you mean by that? I'm just curious. A chakra cloth? Yeah? I love the hashtag Team Peggy. That's hilarious. I'm going to use that again. Okay. So empowerment, if you work with chakra energy at all, empowerment is literally like the perfect keyword for, I just have to, sorry, I'm literally cutting myself off here, but look at these poses are all the same. So these are, oh, this is just rocking my world. I didn't even know these were in here. I don't think I ever watched a walkthrough of this deck. It's really unusual for me to buy a deck and not have seen all the cards. Client phone. Changed it. Okay, I'm a little confused, but I'll power on here. So empowerment for solar plexus. Yes, perfect. I've said that like a million times now. All right. Wholeness for the heart chakra. I feel like I could stare at these all day. Like the path working with these, I feel like would be so nurturing and supportive. Be candid for the throat chakra. Oh my gosh. Insight for the third eye. Oh, another stick. Unstick. I need my crown chakra. There. Okay. Phew. No damage. All right. Enlightenment. Oh, look. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I'm just having a moment. I have to keep going back. Okay, so the balls of energy are moving up as we explore. I just gotta, sorry. I know this is like repetitive probably, but this is incredible. Look at this. So watch what's happening in the face and like in the arms. But for the most part, it's staying the same. Just really, you kind of have to see there's a little bit of a progression happening. Maybe not in the first few. Yes, here it is. You start to see it. So if you look from solar plexus here, eyes are closed in the figure, and then you go on to heart chakra, and the eyes are just starting to open. I am literally getting shivers. Still just starting to open here with the throat chakra. Eyes are open. Look at how powerful that is. I'm freaking out with the third eye. That is so cool. And then wide open and like really empowered and arms up and just lotuses in the hands with the crown chakra. That is amazing. Oh, client readings. Oh my gosh, I'm finally on board now. Okay, I understand what you were saying. Gotcha. Yes, okay, gotcha. That, oh my gosh. Just those chakra cards alone are blowing my, I keep going back to them. I need to move on. But as somebody who works with chakra energy, that's just, whoo, loving it. Interesting here, perseverance with the tusk here, or the horn. I think I want to quickly scan the book on this one. Perseverance, number 28. Thanks, Simon, for showing off this deck and reminding me that I wanted it, if you happen to watch this at any point. Okay, let's see. You are likely to see, let's put this here. You are likely to see financial or other tangible rewards for all your hard work. Ganesha's tusk represents hard work in completing the task at hand. There's a legend included in some manuscripts of the Mahabharata about Ganesha breaking his own tusk off to continue writing the Mahabharata epic, as Vyasa was dictating it to him. Ganesha's tusk is interpreted as a symbol of sacrifice and strength and demonstrates that it is important to finish what you start. If you've been working hard or putting extra effort into something, it will definitely be worth all the work. You will see the results and rewards for your labor. You may have been working on something quite challenging and important for the last few months, and this is likely to come to a conclusion soon. Ganesha is guiding you to not lose faith while you wait for things to come to fruition. Be patient and appreciate the progress you have made so far. If your hard work has not yet paid off as planned, consider that your expectations may need modifying. I often have to modify my expectations. There are no guarantees. Be grateful, focus on the present, and do what you can with what you have. There will be an ending to a difficult period of financial or material struggle. Interesting with that story about the tusk. Cool. This is your first time seeing this? That's so cool. I probably already said something about that. Oh, positive outlook. You know what strikes me with this card is that there's multiple ways. All these different faces here just make me think that there's multiple ways to look at a situation, and that when this card is drawn, and we also see the sun and the moon, when this card is drawn, there's an invitation to look at it positively with intention. Cool. Priorities. In case I haven't mentioned it yet, this deck is by Angela Hartfield. Artwork is by, I cannot say that, but I'm going to show it. Let's see, Ekaterina Golanova. I would buy this deck just to frame those chocolate cards, right? Putting those all like in a really cool like custom frame, like all in a line, that would be, oof, really cool. Decision. What to do, what to do. Steadfastness. Yeah, I really enjoy these keywords. I think they're really easy to work with intuitively, and the artwork gives you so much to think about, and I am a sucker for really bold colors in a deck. This one has me really excited. Guidance. I like this because I get this image of pulling in wisdom from your higher self, or your, your higher powers, or your teachers, spiritual teachers. Listening to that higher wisdom. Cool. Oh my god. You know what? I think I just love elephants. This is just capacity to love. I keep thinking and feeling kindness when I look at this. Kindness and softness. Personal transformation. I'm picking up almost an alchemical, like turning, I don't even know what turns, I don't know, I keep thinking like stone into gold or something. Just this right here really caught my attention. Just that, yeah, metamorphosis. I don't know, that's really cool. I'm just giving you my intuitive hits as they come up here. Healing. Oh, look at this peacock. And it looks like he's holding a mango here. And what else? Sorry, I'm getting it really close while I try to look here. There's something else in this hand. This hand is sort of petting the peacock. This hand's holding a feather. This is so pretty. I'm just going to keep saying this is so pretty, like over and over again. And I really need to read some of these guidebook ones where the mouse shows up, because I'm sure there's an interesting story there. Pardon me, getting a frog in my throat. Cultivation. Oh, look, little bitty baby Ganesha. You just want to reach out and run that elephant trunk on that close-up, right? I know. You just want to pet it, right? Like you just want to touch it. Oh. This baby Ganesha, though, so cute. The mothering energy in this card is so apparent. Like, the artist did a beautiful job. This, okay, y'all, okay. I can't even talk right now. This round belly with the word acceptance. I do a lot of work with body image, self-worth, body positivity. That's okay, Rub. I figured you meant touch, so we're good. This, I do a lot of work with body positivity, and seeing a figure here with food, a banana, there's fruit. This looks like some kind of treat, like maybe even some, this reminds me of pakora or something like that in the hands. And this belly, it's like, this screams body acceptance to me. This screams self-acceptance, because this part of our body is often the one we're the most self-conscious about, the most vulnerable about. And yeah, I don't think I've had an oracle deck really hit me this hard before. I've definitely had ones that I really love and enjoy working with, but nothing like this. This is literally, I've talked about decks that speak my speak, and this is definitely, there's so much that lines up with me and this deck. Oh, spiritual quest. Venturing out, sort of setting out on a path. Cool. Belonging. belonging. Achievement. There's some age almost. I don't know how to describe it, but I see this as somebody who's had a very well-lived life, like somebody who's reached a position of comfort and stability, has everything they want. Not necessarily, maybe not necessarily everything they want, but they have everything that they need, and they're feeling, yeah, stable is a word that comes to mind. Hi, Christy. This is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle deck, and I've also got another one over here to unbox next. Innocence. With all these flowers, some of them really tight buds, and then one just really, really open. I think this is a pomegranate down here. Pretty. Blessings! Look at all the blessings, showering the blessings. Blessings everywhere. I love this. Yes, Sherry Bug. I don't know that I've ever seen a deck that really felt like it addressed body positivity in such a direct and what's the word? What's the opposite of subtle? Blunt. In such a blunt you know, way. I think that's really, really cool. And yeah, I'm really excited that that card is in there. That's, yeah. I mean, this is a first impressions, but it's having such an impact. Prosperity. So we had, did we have abundance? No, we had achievement. This one is prosperity. So it's more abundant financially, or yeah, maybe not financially, but definitely, yeah, abundance. I get a lot of abundance from this image. Splendor. With the butterflies in the garden. This whole deck feels very like lavish. Is that a good word? Lavish. Joy. Oh my gosh. Wonder what this symbol is. Does anybody know what that looks like? It's really intentional. I'd be curious what that is. I feel like I've seen it before. The Om symbol, divine support, the universal sound. Like I'm just, like I said, literally the card relaxation comes up and I sigh. Like how suggestible am I? But for real, look at this. This is like my dream space, like just like a hanging, this is like a swing, like almost like a patio swing, but it's really padded and there's a canopy and there's stars. Now look, there's a dent in my card. Look it. Can you see that? There you go. It's like a half moon, like a fingernail or something. I don't think any of my other ones had it. Aw, that's okay. Gives it character. All right. And the last card is courage, and we have a lion, and we have an axe and a whip, and this has got to be a tusk. I feel like I've seen him holding this in other cards. Very, very cool. Okay, hopefully I'm still actually live here. Let me just take a look. I've been looking at my preview and not at the health of the live stream, so hopefully we're good. Looks like we're so-so. This might be a little choppy. If it's choppy for you, let me know, because that's good information for me to have. I might be able to do my next one on a bit lower of a quality setting. But if it's smooth for most of you, then that's good to know. So that is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle deck. And those chakra cards are like my life right now. Jeez. Holy. I love these. Okay. See if I can shuffle a little bit without knocking over my tripod. Oh, we got a little jumper. They're still pretty sticky, so I don't expect to get a really good shuffle. I wonder if it'll let me rifle shuffle them. Let's see. I have like pretty stretchy hands, so usually big decks. Oh, that's not bad for like a sticky new deck. Yeah, this one will probably definitely. Oh, good. I'm still here. Oh, excellent. This one will probably definitely, did you see what I did there? This one I think will definitely be the first one I grab the next time I get a request for a spiritual growth reading, because I feel like this really speaks to inner work, to spiritual work. Yeah, love it. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know how long I've been live, but I'm totally going to do an entire tarot deck next, so hopefully y'all aren't asleep yet. All right, I'm just going to see what card comes up after a cut. Joy! That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm having so much fun with my YouTube channel and like just doing stuff and not worrying about it, just like doing whatever I want. It's been pretty great. You guys have been so awesome. All right, so I love these boxes. Although I will tell you that I do not love when, and I know it's because of the book, right? Because the book's full size here, but I prefer my deck and my book to live together, but I don't like having room. So I'll definitely be getting Peggy to make me a bag, and I'll put, I've had no problem with her standard bags getting like a deck like this with a larger book in. So I'll have her make me her standard bag, and I'll just pick out the fabric, and maybe I'll get you guys to help me. We'll do that on another video probably. Let's go over there and look at all of her fabrics. Ah, that one is so good. No regrets. So this is the next one I got, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. I started the plastic so that I could like not fight with it on camera. I love the mouse with the jar on its head. I know it's so cute on that. Oh, I totally showed the price or whatever. I'm in Canada. Everything's expensive up here. So anyway, oh, it's like really squeaky. There we go. I did it. Sorry if I bounced you all around in the process. I have seen this deck a whole lot. And, you know, me and fairy decks have had a tricky relationship. I really have wanted to find a fae deck that I connect with. My first real fae deck was Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. And I still have that and I still love that, but it can be difficult for me to read intuitively. It's one that I tend to have to read with the guidebook and like daily pulls. It doesn't read well for me in a spread. The other one that I have and I still love, and Amber from Amber in Wonderland here on YouTube, she mentioned that there is a borderless of, sorry, babbling. The Mythic Fairy Tarot, there is a borderless version that's available now. You just have to be careful to get the right ISBN number so that you get the right version. That one's really nice, but the colors are really kind of washed out and pale. And I've noticed that I have a harder time connecting with decks with really pale colors. Anyway, sounds very specific and particular, but I have yet to find a fae deck that just feels really like the right fit. So I am excited about this one. It's in one of those magnetic boxes that, is this a Llewellyn? Llewellyn? Yes. Llewellyn has been doing this lately. My Everyday Witch came in a box like this, and for me it's semi-irrelevant because I take all of my decks out and put them in bags so that I can hang them up. You can see them in the background on my videos, but I keep these boxes so that if that ever changes or I ever want to set up like a bookshelf or something, I can. This is a really pretty looking guidebook. It's got a matte cover. I love books with matte covers. I love them. And what really attracted me to this, honestly, was that Barbara Moore wrote the guidebook. And every time I've had a deck with a book written by Barbara Moore, I've really enjoyed the guidebook. So I am excited to dig into this. Honestly, I've watched like probably 3 or 4 walkthroughs or flip-throughs of this deck, including, I remember that from Kelly at the Truth and Stories walkthrough. I've watched so many walkthroughs, but what always struck me was it's all figures, and I wasn't sure, but they really, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to dig in, but it is really different than anything else I have, and I think that's what ultimately oh, there's more plastic. Okay, you get to see my super high-tech way of opening these without accidentally cutting my cards. I take my pointy tweezers, sorry if I'm shaking the camera, I'll try to hold my arms up, and I get in there. This is why I like to pre-open plastic. Oh, because I don't want to use scissors and like end up scratching my deck. Hopefully we're all still here. Oh, it says I'm really stuttery. So let's see if I can change a setting and get things a little smoother. Let's see. Sorry if you guys lost me. I'm gonna try and just check on my quality here, and maybe I can. Okay, no, I can't. No. It says my stream health is not awesome, so you might be getting a fair amount of stuttering, and we might be really lagged. So I'm just going to keep trucking along, and we'll see how it goes. But definitely, if things are still smooth. Oh, good. It's still fine for you? Oh, okay, good. Okay, I'm going to stop worrying about it. It's easy for me to obsess about stuff like that. When I'm worried, I'm like filming and then, oh, good. Okay, good. Okay, I totally just like got myself distracted with stuff. All right, I'm going to stop it. I forgot how much I love the backs of these cards, and I've seen them so often because Kelly often has this deck out and uses it as a size comparison when she's doing her walkthroughs. And I guess I hadn't realized how much I'd started to really love these backings. And there's a bit of gloss. I think I thought that they were more matte, but they've definitely got a bit of shine. Okay, let's dig in and see. Okay. I do really love this happy, lighthearted Fool. If any of you have this deck, I think somebody mentioned that you had both decks. I'd love to know what you think and what you think it is like working with figures like this. I wonder if I should just put them down. That might be easier. Yeah, I really like this Fool. I don't think I'd have any trouble reading that Fool. You know, I'm not into boys, but I think even if you are... Oh, hi, Bunny Kisses! I'm walking through decks. This one's the Journey of the Hidden Realm. I just walked through, or not walked through, I guess, First Impressions unboxing of the Lord of Ganesha, and it just blew my mind. You know, this whole, hey, take a look at my hairy chest action this dude's got going on seems kind of appropriate for the magician. Peggy's giving me a look. Do you see, hun?
I can't see.
Oh, she can't see. She's blind.
No.
Anyway, she can come over and look if she wants to. She's not actually blind. She gave me a look like, oh my gosh, your followers are going to think I'm blind. No, she just, from a distance and all. Anyway, that totally makes sense. Yeah, I know. There is quite a bit of shine. My lighting is probably making it look worse than it is. In real life, it's not super glary. But yeah, I think that whole... I just did my tarot memoirs for the Magician. So the Magician is one that I'm kind of thinking about a lot, like this week, today. Yeah. That makes sense, that sort of swagger. I do really like this High Priestess. She's like beckoning. There's this total... This reminds me of that... Is it Yeats' poem about Come Away, O Human Child? This reminds me of that. Like that whole come into the magic and the mystery and the secrets. This card gives me sort of some Laura Ingalls vibes. Is that like a dated reference? Am I totally showing my age right now? Summer into fall. Oh, that's good information. Okay. I can totally see that, especially now that I pulled the card with all the apples. Too many decks, too little time. I hear ya, Bunny Kisses. I get it. This is why I randomize a lot of my weekly decks that I'm working with. Really pretty Empress. I guess there's everything here I need to read a good Empress, so no complaints yet as far as readability with it being all people. What is this little white... Is it like a little teeny butterfly? There? Anyway. The Emperor. Now, I see emperors as fatherly, patronly sort of figures. Sorry about the glare. I feel like there's been an edition of this deck that was matte. Is everybody's got this shine, or are they all, or any of them matte? Maybe the first edition? Just wondering. I know it's been around for a little bit. Yeah, I would have no problem reading this Emperor, and there's this, the ravens here, they remind me of, what is it, Hugin and Mugen from Odin? I think there's a reference to that in maybe the Magician card of the Marielle. I can't remember which. I know Hugin and Mugen show up also in Chrysalis Tarot, but I don't remember which card. It might actually be, yeah, I feel like in one deck for sure it's the Magician, but that's really interesting. Definitely like this Hierophant. He definitely comes across like a spiritual teacher or leader, but he doesn't come across overly stuffy, which is something that I like in my decks. Oh, it is the same. They're all glossy. I do like, though, this feels like it will hold up really well. This reminds me actually of the cardstock of my soul cards, and I've had those soul cards 1 and 2 for like 20 years and used the heck out of them. And they're very soft, but they've got this feeling to them, like they're glossy, but they're really soft. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, this is actually relatively sturdy, but the Lovers, and this is so sweet. I feel like I'm peeking in on two figures here sharing a little kiss. Just a sweet moment. Fairy Stallion. So this is the Chariot. Oh, good. Sorry, Peggy was mouthing something at me. She's feeling better. Okay. The Strength card. Okay, this deck is definitely drawing me in, and they've all been people so far. But I mean, we're still in the majors. Let's see how I feel when I get into the minors. Hi, Alvox. Peggy made it for me. She's the one that makes all my tarot bags and reading cloths. She actually, okay, let's be honest, she didn't make it for me. She made it for her shop, and it's elemental based for the 4 elements in the quarters, so for an altar mat or tarot cloth. But she made a very tiny mistake on this one, and so it became mine. But it's a prototype. She wants to make more of these, and she wants to make some chakra ones too. Second printing has different cardstock, but they're both fine. Oh, that's good to know. I'm pretty sure this is probably the second printing because I just picked it up today, I'm guessing. So, but mind you, it could have been on the shelf for a bit. I don't think so, though. This one's pretty. Pretty. You know what I mean? Like, very pretty. Oh, okay. I'm really digging it. I thought I was going to see these people up close and that they were going to just make me really uncomfortable. Like, too much in my personal space, but these are actually, oh, that's a nice focus. Hey, I like that my camera focuses well when I'm not in it to distract it. That's really pretty. Fortune Fairy. So for the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Fortune Fairy. That's interesting. I love that she's getting ready to make a wish. I kind of want to see, sorry, bear with me, I just kind of want to see what the guidebook says about Fortune Fairy. Just a little snip. I'm not going to read the whole thing aloud or anything like I did in Ganesha. Here we go. Almost everyone is, apparently I'm going to read some of it. Almost everyone is familiar with the Wheel of Fortune card, with its beguiling possibilities and the built-in comfort in its message that whatever is down must eventually rise up, and conversely, its warning that whatever goes up must come down. No matter how bad things get, they are eventually bound to improve, but you don't have any ordinary human-made Wheel of Fortune here. You have had the good luck to find the Fortune Fairy, a happy omen radiating sunshine. Has she managed to blow all the seeds off the dandelion? You bet she has. When you get this card, it is a gift of luck, for the fairies are smiling on you. Things will soon be looking up. And if they're already good, just hold on and enjoy the ride because they are about to get better. Ah, that's really nice. Okay, I kind of like that. Oh, because I have the new box. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, of course, because Llewellyn used to have the really crappy fall-apart boxes. That's why I started actually collecting my decks in bags and other containers, like wooden boxes and things, because when I started reading tarot, you couldn't get good boxes unless you were buying Oracle decks. And even Oracle decks, it wasn't that common. I've got to stop picking up the whole deck. Justice. Okay, yeah, she's like, I am ready for action. I am ready to mete out whatever justice needs to happen. These are really easy to read, and I thought they were going to be, yeah, I keep saying it over and over again, but another happy surprise here. I'm glad I took the plunge. The Hanged Man. I like that he looks calm. Content to just kind of chill out here for a bit. Death. Ooh. Her expression is everything. She's like, you can't avoid me. Like, it's going to happen. Sorry if that's dark, but I like a death card that's potent. I think it's an important card in the deck and one that we tend to... Oh, look at this. Sorry, you can tell that I'm a squirrel when I do these lives because I'm like halfway into a thought and then I'm on to the new thought. I suppose that doesn't bother you too much if you're still here. All right. So Temperance. This is lovely. Sorry if I'm not holding it still enough for my camera to really focus. See if I tilt it away from the glare. I'm just going to bring her closer and closer. That one is so pretty. Shadow Dance for the Devil. Ooh, I get such a Puppet Master vibe here. And I know I used Puppet Master to describe the Magician earlier in my tarot memoirs, but this devil feels like, yeah, dance, people, dance. Like he's just making them. Lisa in a candy store. You guys, if you actually saw me in either a candy or a toy store, you'd be like, yeah, you'd have my number. I'm literally a child. It's awesome. This is the tower, the blasted beach. You know what actually catches my attention is that this character here, I don't know if you can see, he's falling, but he's like, he looks super surprised. And B, he's like still trying to stop or break his fall. It's like he keeps trying to grasp at these little branches as he's falling. And that is such a cool take on the tower. That is such a cool take. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, look at the star. The star is one of my birth cards. Is it? Or am I making that up? No, this is one of my birth cards. Strength and the star. This is the sweetest. Like the promise of something new and bright. I've seen these on other people's videos and I just was like, nah, it's fine. I don't need all these people. But they're not people. They're fae and they are so beautifully illustrated. This moon is so primal. Oh my gosh. I love this. Look at how primal. And you've got the crescent moon up there. I do like that when I'm filming this top-down way, I probably will do more faceless YouTubing in the future because I do really like that my right hand is on my right side and my left hand is on my left side when I look at the preview image. Because when I'm doing my other filming, everything's reversed, so I keep putting my hands in weird places. You know what I mean. The sun. I, like Kelly, do not love creepy babies in my sun cards. This makes me really happy, and there is definitely that sort of youthful joy and optimism coming through in this card, and you don't need the little naked baby to get it across. She looks like every sweet little girl I've ever met in my life. Like she just, with those like loose curl. I really didn't think I was going to be drawn into the figures so much as I am. Instead of judgment, we have life renewed. This is very much a rebirth card to me. And this, today on the autumn equinox, well, here in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox, the first day of fall, this idea of the acorn being the seed that everything that falls will rise again is very present in my mind today. So I really get this card. And that's actually really neat because I really struggle with the judgment card in a lot of ways. I've come to a place where I really can read it intuitively, but every time I see that sort of horn and angels, it kind of like, meh. This is a really nice one. I really like this. I'm going to say I really like every card. You guys totally called it. I do love this. The world. There's something I really appreciate about the nudity typically depicted in the world. This idea that you've got arms spread wide open or there's dancing happening. And yeah, it feels like, yeah, I'm on top of the world. I've completed a cycle. I've done a thing. It's good. Into the minors, we have the Ace of Wands. I definitely get foxes in the wand suit. That makes sense to me. They feel very, yeah, I don't know what the word is I'm digging for. Yeah, you don't like babies in the sun cards or faces in the sun and moon. I hear you, Deb. Sometimes I like faces in suns and moon if they're done really well, but sometimes they look weird and cartoonish. And sometimes that's okay if that sort of matches with the vibe of the deck for me, but I totally get it. Like, there's definitely a lot I've seen that I'm like, ugh, no. Ace of Wands. I want to read up. Whenever I see just an animal, I want to see how they're attributing the animal energy to that card. I'm guessing there's probably going to be an animal in every ace. The Two of Wands. This does speak to me of like partnering with somebody. That's the first thing that I think here. Maybe more so than setting out on a journey, which is, or planning, I guess, a journey. This doesn't feel like planning to me, but it does definitely feel like, these seem like little twin fae. Yeah, I think I need to do some more reading on that one for sure. But the three, this actually reminds me so much of the Mary L. Three of, I believe it's three of coins or three of pentacles. I can't remember how she names her suits. But this idea of two having created the third. Look what we've made, this beautiful baby fae. And these have this like dryad feel to them. I love how emotive these cards are, and I'm going to keep saying I didn't think I would love them like I do, but I definitely am liking these. The Four with celebration of making music. Little known fact, I actually used to play the penny whistle. I actually still have my penny whistle. I have a regular one and I have a big bass one. Hi, tribal woman. I'm just hanging out, showing off some decks. I'm just playing around. I've never done my camera this way, so I'm experimenting, seeing how it goes, what the quality's like and stuff. But yeah, I used to play the penny whistle, and I actually, with some very close friends, we had a little Irish band of sorts. We would go to an Irish pub and we would play. We had a fiddle player there. We had a beautiful friend of mine played the bass, like the cello, not the cello, but the bass, like that large stringed instrument. Her name was Linda. She's a dear, dear friend, and she's lost to us now. But very happy memories. This card is going to bring up some really personal stuff for me because of my time in that making music. And it was it wasn't the kind of music where you go and you put on a concert. It's like you go and you, for the pure joy of it, you just pull out your instruments and you play whatever, like reel or jig or whatever that you want to play. And I loved my time with that group. It was really special. Really special. So I really love that. That's such a cool memory to be able to attach to that card. You just bought a tenor recorder? Yes, I played the flute in high school. And the penny whistle, the really metal ones, they can be difficult at first because they can sound a little squeaky. I don't know what the right word is, but I ended up getting a really lovely plastic one, and then the bass one, which is huge, and they're so relaxing to me. I love music. Oh, I have my my little phone alarm went off. I've got to get through these here in the next 20 minutes or so because I have a diabetic pup and he needs his dinner and his insulin. Five of Wands. I love this. Okay, so there is another deck. It might even be the Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh that's coming out by Avalon Cameron and Anna Turian. They also, I think, have a tree climbing contest. I might be getting that completely wrong. If anybody knows, Tribal Woman, this is the Journey into the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore, and the art is by Julia Jeffrey. Journey to the Hidden Realm, yeah. I'll show you what the box looks like here. It's this one. Really nice box. Maybe someday if I keep storing my decks in bags, I'll have to find a fun thing to do to repurpose my boxes. Anyways, there was another deck that either is coming out or had come out where they're doing the tree climbing adventure as the competition of the Five of Wands, and I really like that because I view the Five of Wands as sort of a friendly, if fierce, competition. Yeah, they're really cool, and they're all figures close up, and I thought that was going to be a turnoff, but I kept getting drawn back, so I picked this one up today, definitely spontaneous. Spontaneously. Wow, that was really hard, and I haven't even had any wine this evening. All right, this is the Six of Wands, which to me is like a triumphant card, a powerful card, and I love the heck out of the fact that this is a woman, because we always seem to see, there we go. Oh, focus. We always seem to see the Six of Wands as a man. And as some people call the Six of Wands, the Sex of Wands. It is the Bone Stone. I thought so. I am so excited for that deck to come out. Holy moly. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Read the Five of Wands. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Seven of Wands. Huh. This one's really interesting. I see the Seven of Wands as that moment where you're sort of, you've got the upper hand, but you are definitely feeling like your back is up against, oh, you know what? I was just about to say that and I realized that she does look like her back is up against a wall. And yet there's these like vines growing out of her head and she's not worried. It's almost like she's like, oh yeah, I'm not even worried. You may think you have me up against a wall, but I got this sorted and I'm going to be out of here in a flash and then you're going to regret coming at me. Sorry, that was what I got off of that card. Some of the women in this, or the female figures in this deck, the feminine figures in this deck, are coming across really potent and like warrior. Oh, come on. Like, I'm getting such brave vibes off of this. This is like, I forget the main character's name from Brave, but I'm getting a combination of that and like, Alias of all things, like Jennifer Garner and Alias. Such a strange reference, but just this like badass energy off this card. Seriously. Eight of Wands, which is all about fast movement, acting now, don't lose your moment, like something. Yeah, there's so much I could read into this. Really cool. I'm going to keep saying that it's cool and that it's beautiful. So, yeah. You pulled that Eight of Wands today? Hi, and the Moon Loves Me, by the way. Yeah, it's a beautiful card. It's so much power. This one is the Nine of Wands. This is interesting with this sort of phoenix. Sorry if I'm screwing with the focus by tilting it. Let's see if I can tilt it the other way and get it to focus. There we go. Oh, it's out of focus again. It's like this phoenix energy, which is interesting for the Nine of Wands, which for me is that card of protection, of like defending. Like it's like the goalie card, but obviously a much bigger concept than goalie. But I mean, I'm in Canada. I had to make a hockey reference, right? Speaking of which, I don't like sports at all, but you know. Yeah, her red hair is so cool. Anyways, sorry, I'm reading back in comments at the same time. So we have our Ten of Wands. What is this? We have this little child. Usually we see somebody carrying a big burden, like a whole lot of, you know what? I'm not even going to look at the book. You know what I just realized when I said that about big burden? Is I almost got this vibe off of this card. Like this is a child that has been exposed to too much, that he's carrying more responsibility than children his age should have to carry. I'm going to have to turn that off. There we go. And that there's like this weight on his shoulders. Like emotionally, that's what I see in his face. Is that completely out to left field or what? I'd be curious what you guys think about this one. Ten of Wands, remembering that we normally see somebody with like a bundle of wands on their back or carrying a big burden. Interesting. I can't wait to read through the guidebook, but I gotta finish reading through my fairy tale tarot guidebook first. All right. We have our Page of Wands, and I love this kid. Look at this. Look at this little Fae. His little pointy ears. Oh my gosh. You can tell he is totally ready for adventure. He is ready to just like, he is ready. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm going to jump off of this tree limb here or climb up. Like whatever he's doing, he is all in, which is how I see my Page of Wands. Our Knight of Wands has some serious passion and intensity in his gaze, which is also very appropriate for the Knight of Wands. Somebody that I see as somebody dynamic, intense, captivating. Fire sign for sure here. Look at that intensity. That's a little fuzzy. The artwork on these is really good. I'm curious if Julia Jeffrey, the artist here, has contributed art to other decks, because this is really good. It's really good. Okay, well, how am I doing for time here? Oh, I think I'm doing okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's only 7:06. My little dog gets his dinner and his insulin at 7:30. Queen of Wands. Yeah, gotta have a redhead in Queen of Wands. I need to redo the henna on my hair. I'm getting all my red hair vibes today. Oh, I do my henna with yogurt. I should do a video about that at some point, but I do my henna with yogurt and I need to pick up some yogurt so I can mix it up and do it. King of Wands. Huh. I like him. I like that he's got a spear and a scar. He's somebody that hasn't been afraid to jump into battle to get stuff done. Are y'all still with me? I know I'm having some connection issues sometimes. Let me just take a look. See what it's looking like. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Y'all are probably just getting lost in the cards like I am. Okay. Okay, we have another animal for our aces. So I think I like that there's animals in the aces. That's going to be really fun for me to dig into and learn more about these animal energies. This is one of my very favorite animals of all time. Although he looks like a river otter to me. He might be a sea otter, but he looks like a river otter. And I adore watching river otters. I can't talk at all. Oh my goodness. River otters. There's this one aquarium where I got to see them underwater, like watch the way that they play and how fast they are, and they're just big balls of fun. They're awesome. Oh, so nice. The Two of Cups. This is one of those cards that I always look for in a deck when I first open it up. I mean, I didn't do that here because I'm trying to be good and go in order, but this is one of the ones I always look at and look for. The Cup suit is totally my suit. Like, I'm a water sign through and through. I don't know enough astrology to tell you where all the water is, but the way I live my life is very watery. I'm very watery. This is a good Two of Cups. I like that they are connected in what feels like an equal way. That's really important to me in my Two of Cups. I need to feel like both parties are coming at it from, you know, a place of equality. Three of Cups. Easy read. Love it. The Four. This is interesting. She's like underwater with the dolphins. I'm going to need to read more about this one. This one, I don't know what to think. You're Pisces? Oh, we're all water people. See, that's why y'all are hanging out with me, because you get my watery vibes. You totally get it. It's awesome. I totally flip that over. Look at this 5. What? Do you know what this makes me think of? Okay, if Peekaboo Rose was here, she'd know right away. This makes me think of the scene in The Last Unicorn where the unicorns have been driven out to sea and they're on the waves. Do you guys know that movie? Please tell me some of you know that movie. I am desperately waiting for that deck to come out. It's been over a year now, and I am beyond ready. It's like my first Kickstarter backed deck, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But anyway, back to the 5 of Cups. You can definitely see that she has been through some stuff, and there is a process here of grief. There's just so much emotion in this card. Like, yeah, man, let's just chill and look at cards. I totally get it. Oh my god, I love it. I love it when Cups cards feature figures in water, and I'm specifically thinking of the Queen of Cups from the Fountain Tarot when I say that, but this 6 of Cups just bathing in like her emotions, her memories, just like thinking about all the things that she's experienced. Yeah, I'm totally getting lost in that one. Sister and daughter are Pisces and you're Gemini. Is Gemini an earth sign? As I said, my astrology is not awesome. Your favorite card in that deck? Yeah, that one is so pretty. So I'm totally reading comments out of order, but I've got my laptop over to the side. So I do see them. 7 of Cups. Interesting. It's like, again, we have some gender switching here, which I really enjoy. Oh, air. Oh, okay. Sister and daughter Pisces in your... So you've got a lot of water around you. Hey, Christy? Yeah. Oh, sorry, gender switching. That's what I was saying. I really like that we see a masculine figure in the 7 of Cups. We usually see a dreamy girl, like our woman. So we're seeing a guy who's like in indecision and not sure what he wants to do next. That's pretty cool. I think I realize why people are really resonating with this deck because they're all figures, it's like you could picture yourself in these situations. 8 of Cups. Interesting. I see the moon cycles on this sort of balcony thing. And you can tell he's moving away from something, but this is taking me, it's not quite, maybe that's what it is about this deck, is that it's like you have to, it draws you in because you don't get, it's not being spoon-fed to you, you know? You're really thinking about what the story is. This would probably be a really amazing deck for path working. Somebody's probably already said that before me, but that's my, oh, look, it's also a boy in the Nine of Cups. What is with this? It's such a balanced deck with boys and girls. Sorry, men and women. Masculine and feminine energy. This is really interesting because the Page of Cups almost, it's one of my stalker cards. I have a lot of Page of Cups energy, like a lot, which you've probably noticed. Page of Cups and Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups when I'm at my more grown-up self, and definitely Page of Cups like all the rest of the time. But I haven't seen a male sorry, I was babbling about quartz, but I haven't seen a male in the Nine of Cups. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Hold on, Lisa. This is usually the dude smiling with all his happy cups. I totally thought I was in Page of Cups. I saw the dude holding the cup and jumped into Page of Cups. This is the Nine of Cups, which is, I know people think of this as the wish fulfilled card, but I tend to think of this as the contentment card, the take a bubble bath card. But this one does make me think more of having received blessings. So that's kind of cool. Sorry, I went on a tangent with Page of Cups. Now I can't wait to see what the Page of Cups is. In fact, I'm going to pick up the deck so I don't get spoilered. The Ten of Cups. I seriously need to look this one up. I love this crone fae energy I'm getting here. What is the story? She's got like a cauldron. It's almost like she's, you know what? I'm not going to look at the book. This is like it's like she's the matron in the family and she's making a pot of soup. No wonder this is such a beautiful fall deck. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to be working with the Star Tarot this week, but oh, you guys. Okay, I'm going to have to work with this one next week. Spoiler alert. Isn't she incredible? There's so much, and it's almost like she's cooking and she's kind of gesturing her hand like she's talking to somebody over the pot. Like she's connecting with people, like everybody's sort of huddled in her kitchen, and this is just a snapshot of her in that moment, just taking care of her family. That's what I get off of this. I am stunned I'm getting such an intuitive connection to, there we go. There's my beautiful Page of Cups. I totally interrupted myself again. I'm ridiculous. This is amazing. This is, wow. And this is legitimately me. Look at her. She's like holding her cup. And she's like meditating and taking it in and just being in the moment and so relaxed. Okay, not that I'm always relaxed, quite the opposite, but definitely I get this card. And there's definitely an introvert vibe also to this card, which I really enjoy. Okay. And the Knight of Cups, look how dreamy this reminds me of like a boy who's just had his first crush. It's a little young feeling in a way as a Knight of Cups for me, but it feels like that boy that's sort of caught up in a romance or caught up in a crush. I don't know, I just get that off of this. There's my lovely queen. She's like, hi, I can be at one with my emotions and still be damn confident, thank you. Yeah, I like her. I really need to like the cups. That's like, I need to. Here's another one. This one's also very young. And I tend to see more of a fatherly energy in Kings of Cups. Kings of Cups. Is that the right plural for that? He's definitely emotive, which I like, but puts off almost like a knight-like energy to me. Well, he's very still. I could definitely see him as like a father figure, but I usually, you know what it is? I think I like to see facial hair on my King of Cups. Not necessarily my favorite King of Cups ever, but I can be pretty picky about this suit. So since that's the only one, I've been like, I don't know. That's not bad. Okay, and we have what looks like a beautiful, is this a blue heron? If anybody knows birds really well, I don't want to peek. That's our Ace of Swords. So I'm excited to dig into the animal energy and just see. Aha! So if I tilt it this way, my camera likes to focus a little better. Good to know. The book explains his young... Okay, I gotta go back. Sorry. I really want to know about the King of Cups now. Okay, what does it say? Sits in silence with his uncertainty. That's the Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Okay, sorry, that's the Queen. Oops. And the King. Oh, here we go. At first glance, he seems so young, so very fresh. I'm just going to skim here. You see some pain, some regret. Ah, here we go. I see what it's saying. So it's basically saying that he seems really young, but when you look closer into his eyes, you can see he's lived some stuff. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to get caught up in reading the whole thing, but yeah, it does kind of explain that that's an interesting point too, because sometimes we assume that just because somebody is younger that they haven't had a lot of life experience or that they don't have wisdom. And I think, like, look at even my reaction to that card. It's like, no, I want to see him look like he's been through some stuff. You're getting this deck in the mail by Monday? Did you just order it, Christy? I'm so curious now. I've got some stuff I'm waiting for too. Let's see. Oh. King. Yeah, okay, sorry. Back to the ace. So if anybody knows if that's a blue heron, I'd be curious. I'm going to try not to keep looking stuff up. But yeah, I want to read more about that. Whoa, hello. Check out the Two of Swords. See, now, I don't like boys necessarily, for me, but, like, he's kind of nice looking. Peggy's totally, like, giggling at me over there on the couch. I can appreciate men. I just, don't want to date them. But look at this. She's like, you know what the vibe I get, like the voice I hear in my head is like, you got to figure your shit out right now. Sorry for the profanity, but like seriously, that's the energy I get from this is like, figure it out. You've got like no time. You need to make a decision. Like I love this. And it's very different. Yeah, I'm going to be reading with this one for sure. Maybe I'll do a live later this week and do readings from this deck. Let me know if you'd be into that because by later this week, I mean, I might do it as early as tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. I really want to just have an excuse to play with it. Mind you, I probably should wait because I'm working with the Star Tarot this week. There's no rules. This Three of Swords is really cool. And what I notice is that she's holding the roses over the thorns, and then there's like a little bit of blood on her hand and falling down into her lap. And she's not even noticing because she's so caught up in the pain. Oh, so much good intuitive stuff. Bella. Okay, I'm picking up the whole deck again, but it's small enough I think I can get away with it. The Four of Swords. This is like the rest card or the taking a breather card. I have to think about this one a little bit. Like I know what it means from my knowledge, and she does look relaxed, but I'm not sure I'm getting rest. So I can't wait to dig into the book because Barbara Moore really never disappoints me. Oh my God, look at this 5. Oh, hell yeah, Sherry Bug, this would kick you in the butt. This one's not going to pull any punches for sure. And I like that in a deck. This is really, really, really good. I'm so glad I jumped off the fence about this one. As much as I keep saying I need to like chill for a bit, but this one is really pretty. So powerful. And you can decide based on what your intuition tells you in a reading, you could decide, is she running because she's been defeated and now she's got to retreat? Or is she the one that's just won now and all the carnage is like at her feet? You know what I mean? There's so many ways to look at this one. 8 of Swords is your favorite card. You can't wait to see it. Ooh, I'll have to go extra slow. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I can't do that because I got to feed my dog in a minute. Okay. 6 of Swords. Huh. This one is usually the travel over water. And what's interesting, are these the same? They're not the same birds, but I almost get this feeling of putting the crap behind you. Like just letting it go. Like, does anybody ever do this thing where you just stand out in the wind and just feel like it's just almost washing you, like blowing away all the extra gunk? That's what this makes me think of. 7. Interesting. Here's another one I'm going to have to look up because the 7 often shows a thief or somebody like doing something, and whether they're stealing or their motives are good, there's a perspective issue and you're not really sure what you're looking at. And this one, I don't know at first glance. I'm going to have to read what Barbara says about this one. She's viewing from the top of a mountain. Oh, yes. There's the mountain there. Oh, I love that. Okay, there's our 8. Oh my, are you kidding me right now? Look at that. Man, I do not get trapped energy here at all. This is super badass. What is this? Okay, I've got to... Nope, I can't look it up right now. I'm sorry. I've got to wrap up. But that is intense. I can't wait to read about that. I can't wait to read about that. I know that if you're curious and you want to hear more about these, I know that Kelly at The Truth and Story has done a full walkthrough of this deck. I know it's a working deck for her, so she probably has a lot of really great insight. Do you remember this from the book? Oh, do you remember about the 8 of Swords, Bunny Kisses? I'd be curious what the story is with this one, because that's a really different take. The 9 of Swords. Oh, wow. I really like that. This is normally like the Nightmare card, but yeah, there's definitely some fear here, some like sort of crouching in the posture. She has made your mind up? Sherry Bug, is that a major mind up? You're going to buy this deck? What the heck? Look at this 10. The artwork does not hold back in this deck. Look at the 10 of Swords. This has... I wish my camera would focus. See if I can tilt it just right and get it to... I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's much crisper to me in real life. This one is powerful. Okay. I'm almost through here. Oh, do I still have Pentacles? Okay, I better pick up the pace here. Page of Swords. Love this. I see the Page of Swords as somebody who is cerebral and careful, but also ready for action. So I see that here. Knight of Swords is like, don't worry guys, I'm going to take care of this. Love it. Starting to slow down. Look at the Queen of Swords. Okay, so anybody who has ever been stuck with this like Ice Queen imagery for the Queen of Swords is going to love this card. Somebody said Queen of Swords was your girl. Is that you, Christy? Yeah, that was you, Christy. Gemini air sign. Of course. This is a great one, at least in my opinion. Oh, Sherry Bug, that's an interesting perspective. I like it. Okay. The King. Yeah, I like him too. He definitely feels like he's the kind of guy that would like lay out a map and like plan his moves, which is how I see the King. Oh my god! I love the hedgehog for the Ace of Pentacles. What? Okay, I'm clearly going to have to do more first impressions on camera because I am being such a goof and I'm sure it's really entertaining. He is the cutest little dude. Oh my god, I can't wait to get into the guidebook with this. Oh, 2 of Pentacles. These 2 plants are growing too close together. The vibe I get off of this, I have no idea what the book says, but obviously, but the way that I see this is almost like, you know, when you're gardening and there's plants have gone too close together, and in order for either one of them to thrive, you have to pick one so that the other one can flourish. This is almost like, I see this Fae almost looking at it like, darn it, I want them both to survive, and she has to pick. That's kind of the energy I get here. Pardon me, I've got a cough, you guys. Excuse me. 3 of Pentacles, and we see that he's making 3 torques. I think that's what those are called. It's almost as if he's preparing for some kind of ceremony or event. Pardon me, I had to have a little drink because I feel like another tickle in my throat. Look at the badgers in the 4. Badgers, this totally puts off that whole preparing for winter energy to me. So cute. The 5, and I see this as like a mom and daughter kind of mix. Uh-oh, I think I'm going to have to cough again. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Love that. This is another card that I really enjoy looking at because it can be really powerful when it comes up in readings, so I really like it to be clear. Yes. Six of Pentacles, the Harvest. There's this, yes, I love this. Sorry, I can't find my words, but it's just, and I know I'm kind of speeding up, but I have things to do. Seven of Pentacles. This, I mean, come on. We usually see a dude trying to, you know, assessing his plants, his garden, and then preparing for harvest. Well, what's more powerful than preparing for birth? Like, that's a harvest. Hi, look how much work she's put in. She's like, I am ready for this baby to be out, but I have liked having it in. Sorry, that's what I thought of. The Eight of Pentacles, mastering his craft. See, I think he is a nice looking male figure. The Nine of Pentacles, we get that contented garden feel. Nines for me, obviously I guess I shouldn't say all nines, because definitely not the Nine of Swords, but Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups for me are both very contented, peaceful, introverted, relaxing sort of cards. The 10. I love him. I love him. I think I just like guys with facial hair because I've got so many friends that are bears. Gay guys with lots of hair. It's just a very comforting look to me. I don't know. Page of Pentacles. Getting right in the dirt. As I like my pages. Just like getting messy, getting dirty. The Knight. Carefully. Look at, he's got this pentacle made of sticks and they're not even tied together. So it's as if he's very carefully trying to lift this off the ground to hold its shape. Like he's treating it very gently and he's being very nurturing. This is how I totally see the Knight of Pentacles. This sort of careful, not quick moving, gentle. Yes. Look at our voluptuous Queen of Pentacles with all of that hair. Yes. She is so pretty. And she definitely puts off that like nurturing, mothering kind of energy I like in my queens, particularly my Queen of Pentacles. And our last card is the King of Pentacles. And I think my computer